Ajit Doval in Russia visit. Why we as country need to explain things to Russia what we did in Ukraine. Do you think the purpose of Mr. Ajit Doval's visit was to go and explain to President Putin why Mr. Modi visited Ukraine and what we were doing in Ukraine? Do you think that's why Mr. Doval has gone to Moscow? Yeah, we know what came out, the video clipping that came out. That was a video clipping. So Mr. Doval sits across the table with Mr. Putin face to face. It's not a long table, it's a friendly short table, okay? And Mr. Doval is speaking in English, and Mr. Putin has this translation thing, and he's nodding, and Mr. Doval is saying that Prime Minister Modi has sent me specially over here to convey to you directly and personally what happened in Ukraine and the visit with the meeting with Mr. Zelensky and so on and so forth. That's what he said in a 30-second or 60-second clip to Mr. Putin on camera. Do you know that diplomacy actually happens behind closed doors where there are no cameras? And do you think that that was the real purpose of Mr. Doval's visit to Moscow and his meeting with Mr. Putin? The real meeting happened when the cameras was sent out. And what the real agenda was, that's not for the world to know. Okay? We as a country need to explain nothing to anyone. We as a country, when we meet with the leader of another country, we discuss things of mutual national interest. Wherever our national interests converge and align. And when it comes to India and Russia, there is a significant convergence of our national interests. So that's what would have been discussed. Various aspects and factors in that vicinity, in that domain, in that direction. What was said on camera was for the benefit of the media and for the benefit of the public. The public needs to be told something, so we will say something that makes some kind of sense from the public's perspective. Public is dumb, right? That's how it goes. So Mr. Doval has not gone there to give any explanations to Mr. Putin. Mr. Putin is not silly. He's not stupid. He knows exactly why Mr. Modi went to Ukraine. Mr. Putin knows better than anybody else what Mr. Modi was doing in Ukraine and why he met Mr. Zelensky. Putin doesn't need any explanations. The discussion that would have happened would have been about future plans and convergence of mutual national interest. Things that go beyond Ukraine, things that go in various other directions. So please think beyond the obvious. Please think beyond the obvious. Think a little bit more. What you see on the screen is not the entire world. That is just meant for public consumption. What really happens is something else entirely. Why don't you people understand this? Please think.